Hey guys, welcome to episode 6. And it's been a while since I've taken a proper step back with life and work and all the coaching and content creation. It's easy to get so caught up in the everyday, but when Mahika's dad told us he was going up to Nuwara Eliya, we thought that we'd tag along with him. Not just because we hadn't been there in ages, but because we needed space to think about the bigger picture, about where we were going, why we started our businesses, and what comes next. So for Mahika, that was Sugardaddy, and on this trip we planned Cake Date, which was quite a success. And for me, it was Ember, trying to figure out what was happening with everything. So we thought we'd get to that tomorrow, but for the day that we were there, we thought we'd explore. There's something about these towns that make everything sort of slow down. Everything feels a little softer, like time moves differently, and that's exactly what we needed. So yeah, we came to the golf course in Nuwara Eliya, and it wasn't the greatest because it was raining. But we tried to make the most of it, spent time with family, had some downtime, enjoyed the weather, and yeah, we just thought we'd reflect more in the morning. So this is what happened. So yeah, coming out here to Nuwara Eliya, look at it, it's beautiful. It reminds me a little bit of England as well. One of the things I did here was look at my content, and it's exciting because it's the end of the month, and May is all about sort of growth and seeing how I could have evaluated and done things a little bit better. So something I realized was that my content was scattered all over the place. I wouldn't say scattered like that, but it didn't really follow a structure. It wasn't really easy for you guys to understand or learn something. It was like I felt you guys were learning little bits of everything. But I'm going to put a structure in place for me, and I'm going to teach you about something that I feel would be a very good first step in terms of branding, and that's brand positioning. If you don't know what that is, it's basically how people perceive you, customers perceive your brand in their mind. And that's something that I'll be doing for me.
Yes, coming.
That's something I'll be doing for me. But yeah, gotta go. Catch you guys soon.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, sure.
Sorry.
Mahika was hungry, and when she gets hungry, she gets angry. So had to get some food, but it was nice to go out in the morning. The rain had ceased, the sun was out. Food was amazing, as you can see. My favorite, string hoppers. There was black pork curry. And one of the coolest places we found was this church, St. Francis. And they support children here with like learning difficulties aside from what they do. They help them build skills, and they also make jams and stuff like that and sell them to keep the program going. It was one of those moments where you realize how important small, quiet work is. Not everything is loud and viral, and it was nice to see a little bit about what they're doing. And they had sauce. These were some of the jams that they had. They had rhubarb, and they had marmalade that my mom liked. But yeah, it was really nice to see what they were doing over here in this little small community. And then it was back to the town. People going about their day, horses just casually walking around in the middle of the road like it's no big deal. It was chaotic, it was calm, and at the same time, honestly, my favorite kind of energy. So after looking around, we were driving back home, and I just wanted to ask Mahika also what she thought about brand positioning. I think it's not really a buzz term as other kind of marketing concepts are, but I just wanted to hear what she had to say about it. All right, Mike, so what is brand positioning to you?
How my customers would see my brand or me.
Correct.
A star.
I wouldn't say A-star, but why do you think a small business would need to know a little bit about brand positioning?
Because if you're entering a already oversaturated market, you need to stand out anyways, right? So for me, it's cakes. We already have 10,000 bakers in Colombo itself, so find something that makes you stand out from that. So for me, that was dirty cakes.
No, but that's kind of exactly what it is. It's like if I were to ask you, or if you were to ask a customer, what do you think of Sugardaddy? Like what comes to your mind? Like when you think of Sugardaddy, what comes to your mind?
Flirty, dirty,
right,
sexual.
Now I'm happy that you said that. Not for the reasons you think, but because you didn't say cake, right? You didn't say, and that's essentially what it is, right? It's a feeling of what?
Sex.
You get the point. Okay, let's take another brand for example. Okay, when you think of Carnage, what comes to your mind?
Activewear, fitness, health, also athleisure.
Okay, so now those are all product, very function-based stuff, right? But I think what Carnage stands for, something that they really advocate for, is being 1% better every day.
Yeah. And
I think they built everything around that, right?
Yes.
So that essentially is what their brand position is, and everything else falls around that, But yeah, thanks for joining, and we'll catch you in the next one. Guys, have a good week.